RadioRetro Flashback.
The Rolling Stones rolled back the price of their new album. I'm Robert W. Morgan. I'll have that story next when I take a look back at August 1981 in our special year-end record report recap, brought to you by Topex and Double Mint Gum.
Double image, double decker, a double daring duo on the high trapeze. But the single most favorite double in the world is double good, double mint gum.
Double your pleasure with Double Mint Gum. Double good, double fresh, double delicious.
Oh, the single most favorite double in the world is double good, double mint gum.
It's the single most favorite double.
Why have Eileen Shea, Neil Hughes, and Jackie Shue switched to Topex, the pimple medicine with 10% benzoyl peroxide and special buffers?
Of all the products that I've tried, I like Topex. It dries up the pimples and it doesn't irritate the rest of my skin.
I was using Oxy-10 and one of my friends gave me Topex and it seemed to do a job without drying out your face.
It doesn't dry out my skin. It just gets rid of the zits.
Switch to Topex, buffered to dry up pimples without over-drying your skin.
I would definitely strongly recommend Topex.
The Rolling Stones are due to get rolling on their fall tour sometime in October. This follows the release of their new album called Tattoo You. The first single will be Start Me Up. The album features a song called Slave, which features a guest appearance by Mick Jagger's new friend Peter Townsend of The Who. Being that it's a Stones album, of course, there must be some controversy, but this time it centers on the price of the album. According to a Rolling Stones spokesman, Atlantic Records wanted to hang a $9.98 price tag on the new LP, and that prompted Jagger to say, quote, "Get me Tom Petty on the phone. If he can fight a price increase, so can we." Well, Atlantic quickly dropped the fight, and you can buy the record for $8.98. Speaking of Tom Petty, the hit rocker was a recent guest on Tom Snyder's Tomorrow Show. Snyder's taken quite an interest in the music world lately, with such guests as James Taylor and the Plasmatics. Snyder voiced concern for rock's infatuation with amplification. Snyder asked Petty, quote, "Why do you guys have to play everything so loud?" Well, Petty looked around Snyder's studio and said, quote, "To be honest, Tom, we usually play bigger rooms than this." Jefferson Starship is keeping up with the times with their new album, Modern Times, and the album features Grace Slick, who returns after a 3-year absence. Group member Craig Chiquiso says they were surprised Grace came back. They'd resigned themselves to playing without her.
It seemed pretty right without her. You know, it didn't seem like, had she not joined the band, I think we would have still been having a good time, but so it's not that hard to imagine the band without her, really, for us, because we, like I say, we did it for a few years there, but now that she's back, it's obvious that it's a lot more interesting, I think.
Jefferson Starship recorded the popular single Stranger, which follows their first single from the Modern Times album, Find Your Way Back. Craig's been a part of Jefferson Starship since it formed in 1973, but he'd been playing on solo albums by Grace and Paul Kantner since 1970.
One thing led to another. We did about 3 albums like that as studio musicians and didn't call it Jefferson Starship, but we were all playing together. And after a few years of doing that, we all decided, hey, we're having such a good time, let's just start a band for real.
Craig doesn't foresee any personnel changes now. He feels the group's playing the music they like, and they have all the musical bases covered.
There's 2 English people in the band. 3 of us are from the West Coast here. Mickey's from the South. So if you think of musical geographical areas that are have certain sounds, you can think of the English rock sound or Southern rock or whatever, California rock, whatever, West Coast. And in a way, I think we have all those influences in the band.
Jefferson Starship's new album has the band orbiting the top 20. I'm Robert W. Morgan, and that's Record Report.